and today I have a duty in some special area. So today I'll talk about the weather and the river in my country that we have. I'm now on duty. You can see me, and this is my duty time. I told you that I'm doing work in the security sector, so that's what I love to do, and I love my organization and everything. So let me show you the nature. That is what's in front of me. You can see that's the cement factory, and they are just, the cement is loading to a trawler ship, and bulkhead, the boat and everything. So you can see in front of me, it has been loaded, I think, a few hours ago, and they are just trying to cover it, cover the empty place. That water, the weather is kind of gloomy, quite cloudy, but not a lot. So anytime rain can happen, rain can start. So that's why they are just covering it with very strongly, very very hardly, because otherwise it could be some risky, because cement is something you can't get it wet, then it will not work. It will stuck inside. It will totally, like get in together inside. You can't work it anymore. So there you can see the bars and everything. That's a crane. You can see that's a crane. The crane is not working. That's why it's stopped. Otherwise, some of the ship you can see a little far. That will be unloading by this crane if the crane is okay functioning, but it's not functioning well. And you can see that's a bridge. It's called the Meghna Bridge, and it's just connected the Naranganj, the Dhaka area from the Chittagong area. So that's a very quite a big bridge on the water. The river is big. There is a lot of fish. Some people are fishing, the other side of the river, and here is a busy industrial area. Here people are working, and they are having some work. They are loading, unloading, and some materials for producing the cement and everything. So work is ongoing all the time, and I'm doing my duty here. This is the part of my job all the time. So I believe, a job that is doing, it's not something very low. You can't just feel it ashamed about your job. You have to always feel proud about your job. And some of the living trees, on the surface of the river, it's always staying sometimes. And if there is a lot of tide, the current, the oil, then it goes away and is stuck in another place, the side of the river especially. And I'm not feeling very well today, so I was kind of sick. I couldn't sleep, The World Cup is started, around the world, and people are very excited about watching the match. But I'm quite excited about the match tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, because I'm a fan of Brazil football team. So in my country, most of them are Brazil, Argentina, France, Germany. They are supporting this kind of countries, and I'm supporting Brazil. My father is always supporting some other country, like it's called Argentina. So I'm just what I'm doing. I'm just speaking my English. I'm practicing every single day, And if possible, please support my idea. The channel is not growing fast enough. I wish I wish it will grow more than expected. You can see the water. There are some of the big fishes as well inside of the water. People are fishing. but not a lot, This side, maybe other side of the river, they're fishing a lot. But this side is there a few people are fishing. So everything is quite under control. And the weather is very beautiful. There is some air, the warm weather, but because of you are standing in front of the river, the bank of the river, that means you are getting a lot of air. The wind is just always happening because of the empty area, there is no trees, nothing. So that's one of a good thing because in other part of my country they're feeling very hot, because the weather is hot this time, and people are busy with their work. They're quite busy. They're having a lot of work, and I'm doing my work. Let me show you. Here I am. I have a whistle, but I'm not going to give it now. If anything happens, if because the water is quite risky, some kind of robbers can come with some weapons they have, and they can attack this side, the business side especially. So that's why we are here to protect them, because there is a lot of materials, a lot of things, So we have to protect ourselves and this kind of business, the assets of this oil, because we are hired by them. They are giving us salary, so we are kind of liable to them to support them to protect anything to steal, or robbed or anything. So that's what we are doing, because our riverway is quite always risky. Some river is always staying there. They are very much dangerous sometimes. Sometimes they're with the big weapons. Having so that is the thing happening. I wish everything will be fine. Like. And if I talk about the war, to be honest, Iran and Israel war, they are now going to reach a deal on Sunday or something. I heard. Some of the Iranian foreign ministry official told Sky News that we are, their deal is quite very close to happen. So I feel really good because Donald Trump was threatening yesterday that we are going to attack Kharg Island and we are going to take it and we are going to take control of that, because there is a lot of oil and everything that is happening. Because a lot of people, like maybe 90% of their export business, crude oil, are exporting by that um, island. So Donald Trump was saying that we are going to take it anyway, we control it. With the money we will get, we will build the Gulf region, So that's kind of a bad idea. So they are still working on the deal. They said that they are very close to the deal. It will not take a long time. I hope so, because they're quite agreed. Iran is also stubborn with taking Lebanon as part of the ceasefire anyway, because Israel is always attacking Lebanon. I don't know if it will hold on, in future, because Israel will not listen actually attacking Hezbollah. That's for sure. So even the West Bank, they are attacking every time. So I think it will not work, but they will not start the full-blown war again. They will find a way to stop the war, like now they are. But Israel have to be a little, very supportive with that ceasefire. Otherwise, it will be a problem. They will open the Hormuz and Strait of Hormuz, and then it will be a good thing for the world economy, the poor country around the world. So I hope the deal will happen. And in other things that are happening is the money they have confiscated around the world, especially the American sanction. They will, leave the money to Iran with some of them, because there is maybe more than 18, a few $1 billion, So I wish they will do that, and it will happen. So it's almost 10 minutes. I'm gonna end the live for now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Goodbye. Take care.